And I am live. Hello, everybody. Even though it's probably just going to be just me. But yeah, here we are. It's a Saturday, and I did not give you guys any early notice, so I apologize for that. So if I'm by myself, I'm still just gonna post the replay for this later. So yeah, not a lot has been happening, but I feel like this week has just been kind of a nightmare, so to speak. Um, Not so much YouTube related stuff. I mean, YouTube related has been pretty easygoing, but on the other side of things, like work related stuff, um, it's just been a lot, really. And it, it's just been crazy. But I'm living, I'm thriving. Been getting through it with a whole bunch of coffee, so it's how I do it these days. Coffee is life. It tastes like hopes and dreams, as it does. So, news. Voice Play released In the Air Tonight, cover by Phil Collins. God, I almost forgot his name. How do I forget a legend's name? Anyway. And I celebrated a birthday last week on Wednesday. I'm one rotation away from 30. I'm letting that sink in for a minute. And it's kind of been like, not like that I've been going through like that midlife crisis, so to speak, because that doesn't happen until later, obviously. But I've been going through that crisis of like, I'm almost 30 and I've accomplished really not a lot. But, I reached out to a friend and they were like, well, hey, like, you don't have to have everything accomplished by the time you're 30. But I guess a lot of people go through that, so I'm not the only person that, does that. And like, it was kind of hard for me to really see the good that I'm doing in my life in the moment. Like, like if you focus on work and like people that I'm making smile and all of that. And so there's that. But I got out of that now. I'm out of that rut, so it's good. And yeah, my birthday happened. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but right up there, that little bouquet of black and red flowers right up here. Um, yeah, there's balloons and flowers in there. I posted that on Instagram, but yeah, they were given to me as a early birthday gift from me, and because everybody was asking me like, well, what's your favorite color? And I'm like, oh, I like red, but I also like black. And because I was like, I like red because red's just been my favorite color for years. And then also with the, what is going on with this lighting here? Do not like it. Okay, there we go. That's better. Um, and then the black is the color of my soul. So I just figured that, you know, it would be that it was fitting. So then when she brought me the balloons and the flowers, I was like, that's perfect. So I just get to keep them on my dresser until they the balloons begin to lose their helium or they start to pop. So, and yeah, and I got my hair done. Got a little bit of layers happening in there. See? Got the bangs cut. Got stuff done. Also got this for my birthday. It's a hematite bracelet. Thank you to Eileen for giving me that one. That was super, super sweet. Even though I kind of prodded her into doing it. I was just kind of like, wink, wink, hint, hint. I'm getting older. That kind of thing. Didn't do much for my birthday. I tried to do very little. I worked on my birthday, as I usually do. I usually work on my birthday. It's just who I am. I'm not one of those, well, I mean, hopefully I might turn out to be one of those people where it's like, you know what, maybe one day out of the year that's just for me, and spend it the way that I want to do it, maybe might not go to work. I mean, my boss is super, accommodating. Love her to pieces. Like, my goodness. Um, but yeah, she's very accommodating. So it's always good that way. But yeah, that's basically been the updates. I put out Seven Nation Army for the podcast a couple days ago. It's been doing well. It's been doing surprisingly well. I don't know if it's because of like how I talked about it or just how the clips that I used. I mean, I don't know. Um, yeah, those episodes are always getting harder, I find. But I'm also doing two things at once. Like I'm also doing Jeff and I'm doing voice play, so it's always a thing. And like I gotta figure out a way to schedule these a lot better because, oh man, it's just one of those things that I am not good with. But I also try to schedule them around voice play schedule. So it's like, well, if they haven't posted out any of their live chats, then it's like I try to schedule mine to where it's like I can get it done. But I'm thinking now, once I repost this, that my live chats are going to be happening kind of at the beginning of the month, except for next month, because next month I'm taking some time off at the end of the month. So live chats will probably be will be moved in that specific month to the end of the month, because then that's when I'll have the time to talk to you guys and chill. But then I think like maybe the start of August, I might just do it earlier in the month, just to get it out of the way, because I never know with what voice play is going to do. So, and speaking of voice play, if you have listened to In the Air Tonight, you definitely should go and do so, because good Lord, Lane Stein, you did it justice. And I lived. I mean, I lived. Of course, I lived. But I was a '90s baby. Unfortunately, I did not get to see the '80s. I was not born then. Um, but I do remember Blockbuster. I miss Blockbuster. I really do. Um, yeah, what was it? But In the Air Tonight, I mean, Phil Collins, huge fan of Phil Collins. Tarzan is like the movie for me. Um, but I listened to Genesis. I listened to Phil Collins solo stuff. Um, yeah, just listen to his stuff. I even listened to his autobiography, believe it or not. And his life has been interesting. He's definitely a very interesting guy. Um, and amazing drum player. Oh my god. I'm sad that he's no longer able to play drums as well as he could. But there is a video of him doing just like the drum opener for his band. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Hang on. Oh yeah, I had to put my phone on airplane mode but when I first started this, it started to skits out. So then I was like, well, holy crap. I'm like, why is it skitzing out on me? Yeah, I'm gonna post it in the chat. Hang on. Phil Collins drum solo. And like he goes into like a full, oh yeah, there it is. He goes into a full on like kind of duet with his actual band, um uh like um yeah, he goes into like this whole thing with like his band and everything, and it's just it's awesome. It just goes to show you that just seeing Phil play the drums as well as he could is just incredible. So I'm opening up the chat right now. I'm gonna post that. It's weird seeing myself in two places at once. Yeah, there it is. So go check that one out. It's amazing. It's super amazing. Also, like with Phil, He does an amazing cover of Can't Hurry Love by the Supremes. Here's the thing about Phil Collins, right? Is that he's one of those people that can make you cry or he can make you laugh. Like if you've ever listened to Brother Bear, the soundtrack, like he originally did all of the music for that movie. And also for when he actually did do it. There's just that stuff like you go from like On My Way where it's like, happy, joyous, and then you go into No Way Out when he's telling Coda the truth about his mother, and you just listen to those lyrics and they're so profound and so beautifully written that it's just like, dude, like what are you doing? And but then also with Tarzan too, like he goes from like super happy trashing in the camp to You'll Be in My Heart, which is like super soulful and super like just loving. And yeah, that one never fails to make me cry. It never fails. Like he could just start saying like, for one so small you seem so strong, and I'm like, I'm done, like I'm just tears city. I'm still waiting for voice play to do that one. I think they would do amazing with that one. If they were to do another Phil Collins thing or just even a Disney thing, I'd be happy. Yeah, and going back to In the Air Tonight, there's probably going to be a podcast at some point, a podcast episode about it at some point. Hello to anybody who maybe joined in here. I'm not paying much attention, but hello. Yeah, like that song specifically for me, it got a lot of airtime on the radio, was always listening to it. The drum solo in that one is very iconic. So I was thinking, I'm like, well, voice play, if you're doing it, it's like, I'm like, please, 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 please do it justice. Do that drum solo justice. And sure enough, they did just that. They did it. And I was just blown away by it. And I was just like, yes. Like, I was just like, Phil would approve. If Phil was watching, he would approve. So, which, would be absolutely bonkers if he just stumbled upon it and was like, yeah, this is great, lads. Good job. Or, he might just give him a hard time and be like, what the bloody hell are you doing to my song? No. Phil's too nice for that. Phil's way too nice for that. He's had a hard life, that guy. Let me tell you. I mean, I won't, but let me tell you. So that's what's been happening. And Jeff put out I See Fire from The Hobbit. And he's gotten me into watching the movies again. And I think I only have the first two. I think I only have an unexpected journey and The Desolation of Smog. Smog? Smog? I don't know how you say it. And I don't think I ever got Battle of the Five Armies. I don't think so. I saw it in the theater, but I don't think I ever got it on DVD. So, we'll see. We will see. So that's in the plan for when I take time off in July. I'm watching those movies. I need to. I have to. It's been a while. Yeah, what else have I been up to? There hasn't been a whole heck of a lot. Like, I've just been working, celebrating my birthday, and oh my goodness, the day after my birthday, I felt like I was hungover, even though there wasn't like any alcohol in my system. I just felt hungover because of sugar. I'm realizing now that my love of cake is really starting to dwindle. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I will always love a good cake, but some of them are getting way too rich and way too sweet for me, and my palate is just like, no. Like, cannot do it. So, there's that. Gonna try not to cough here. This is getting really ridiculous. You should have seen me earlier before I did this one. Oh my god, you would have thought that I was dying. Because that was just how it was happening for me. Oh yeah, speaking about my birthday, lovely, lovely Caesar read my tarot for me because Eileen messaged him and asked if he could give me a tarot reading or at least a happy birthday wish, and he read my tarot. So that was super fun. Super, super fun. He's just a super sweet guy. Him and Jay's crazy, but he's a super sweet guy too. He's always happy to be with his voice play fam. And we're always happy to have him back. And I cannot believe, like, even just listening to that arrangement, like you have to listen to it to appreciate it, because it's like so many elements, and just Ellie, damn, Jay, damn. It's just it's just incredible. It's absolutely incredible just being able to see what they're capable of doing and what limits Lane is willing to push them, you know? So it's like, I'm just checking out my participants here. Oh, it still says that I'm on the thing. I'm still watching myself, aren't I? Yeah, I'm probably still watching myself. Gonna maybe close that off somehow, if I can. Maybe not. Weird. Oh well. Who sent me a message on Instagram? I don't know. Who is it? Oh, okay, it's you. Never mind. I'm not answering that. Um, yeah. And like, I'm trying to think, like, what else kind of highlights happened? It was just like my birthday. Woke up and I felt like I did not want to go to work. Um, Mainly because uh, I was just recovering. Because I'm one of those people. I am an introverted extrovert or extroverted introvert, whichever one you want to say. But it's like, if I'm in the right environment with people that I'm comfortable with, that's fine. I can deal with it. And, I will talk your face off for hours. But then when it comes to the next day, it's like, I love you all dearly, but please leave me alone, but come back soon. Because I need the time to recharge. I get so socially drained. And then having to deal with more people throughout the day. And it's like, I mean, Thursday, I might have just been like, nope, I'm not going to do it. But I did it. With enough coffee, I did it. But then I ended up getting a headache. And oh my God, you guys, I have been getting migraines lately. And not like consistent migraines. I haven't been getting them consistently. But I had one a couple days ago, and it was pretty gnarly. I just had to sit on my bed and I had to put on like because I have a travel mask for for when I did go on a plane. I was surprised I even slept on a plane, but anyway. Um yeah, I had to put a sleep mask on just to uh save myself from light, because it was like light and sound was just driving me crazy. Like, I just could not deal with it. And like, I had to turn the brightness down on my phone, like, everything. I just had to take a break from screens because my head was so freaking sore. Like, it started at the front and then it moved to the side. And I'm like, okay, is this a stress headache or is this like a migraine? And they said that it was a specific kind of migraine. And I was like, oh, okay. But then after I sat in the dark with my eyes closed for about 15, 20 minutes, I was fine. It started to alleviate. But yeah, it was not fun because I wanted to get things done, but then everything else was just like right in my face and I couldn't get it done. So I was like, it happens. And I've also been kind of slow with getting the podcast episodes out because it's like they're just taking more time. And they're becoming not a little bit more stressful, but I've been having trouble finding the productivity to do them is the thing. Because between me working all day and then depending on the day, if I'm completely wiped, then it's like I don't have the motivation to do anything, and then I try to leave it for the weekends to where I'm like uninterrupted, and then I can work on them. But then sometimes it's just like I get distracted, and then I end up doing another thing. But it happens. I'm getting them out to you as much as I can, and you guys are enjoying them. So I'm thankful for that. I'm absolutely thankful. I'm at 175 subscribers right now, so I'm super happy for that. I did not expect my subscriber count to be this high ever. So that's amazing, and thank you guys so much for doing that. It's so weird seeing this so empty. It's just very empty, but that's okay. Um, that's how it goes. That's what I get for not giving people advance notice. And plus, people, it's getting close to summertime. People are doing things and, living their lives. Whereas me, I'm not living my life. I'm just here. um, yeah. I'm trying to think from like what happened last web chat. It was a very sad web chat because I was talking about Jeff and Clayton. So, but Jeff is using humor to get through it. So, it's always good. And okay, so this was weird. A couple days ago, I had been trying to last week. I was trying to get into Discord on my phone, and then I ended up having to send a support team uh, a message because I couldn't get in, and I'm like, well, what the heck? So I did all the refreshes, all the updates, everything, like, updated my phone because my software was like, "Yeah, you gotta update this because, that's what you gotta do." So I'm like, "Okay, I'll update it, whatever." And then, I tried it again, and then I just got nothing but a loading screen. And I'm like, "Okay, that could either mean 2 things. It could be on Discord's end or it could be on my end." So, did a couple of YouTube searches, stayed up the whole night, didn't get any sleep. Because I was trying to just figure this out because I was like, I got stuff that I post on Discord because it makes it easier than me just like sending it to myself through an email because my email system is like bleh. Um, so then I tried to do that and I couldn't do it. So I was like, wow, this is a bummer. So then I sent the support team a message. They got back to me, and then within like 24 hours, they had it fixed. So I was extremely impressed with that. Yeah, so I got back onto Discord. That was great. Um, yeah, and nothing else out of that had happened because I was like, this is just so weird. It was like I'd close it off, open it up, reset my phone, close it off, open it up, and then like install the thing. And then I was like, well, it's just not working. So I'm like, I don't need this right now, but that's technology for you. And I also have an eyebrow pimple. I don't know if you can see that, but it's very sore and very annoying. So if you see me going like this, don't worry about it. Oh, there it is. I found it. I don't know why this eyebrow is like prone to getting pimples. Could also be because of my hairspray sometimes, because when I'm spraying that crap, it's like all over the place. So, yeah. But today I don't even need it because I just wet my hair and just combed it back. And it works well. So it worked really well. Have I been doing any singing lately? A little bit, here and there. In the Air Tonight, I've been kind of singing that off and on. Icy Fire has been stuck in my head forever. And yeah, here's the thing. I know that people have rights to their own opinion, right? And I know that people sometimes can vocalize it, but don't spend your time like not publicly broadcasting it, but putting it somewhere to where others are going to be around and then constantly have a chain of people saying what they don't like because that just really I find kind of tarnishes that person's name a little bit. And it's like, yeah, for you as a person to not like this one person's work is perfectly fine. I mean, there's probably some like artist work that I'm like, it's not really that great. Like, or like, not that it wasn't great, but it's like not my favorite, and that's fine. But it's like when you're going around and like you're trying to get other people to be on your side and then like constantly set out flack to that person behind them, even though you support them, it's like, that ain't cool. I mean, I'm glad that you didn't, like, decide to, like, hit that person up and be like, "Hey, your work sucks." Because, you know, I mean, people are just weird. Like, plain and simple. People are weird, people are stupid, people are wonderful. People are just they constantly keep me puzzled in some of the best ways possible. Like, it's crazy. This is just so weird talking to a camera with nobody else. Like I have no interaction, so it sucks. And Carly was getting her senior pictures done. So proud of her. She's becoming a senior. Oh my god. And yeah. She's been singing her heart out too. She's back. Ah, there she is. There she is. Speak of the devil. How did I know that that was going to happen? Oh my goodness. Hello, Carly. Hello. Oops. No. Hello. There we go. That is like super weird. I had to have my hand. I had to do thriller hands for when I was typing that. Um. Yeah. Welcome back, Carly. As I lose my voice. Oh my goodness. I need water. That was weird. She's back. Hello. I don't know if like she's back all the time or just for this chat. Either way, glad to have you back. Missed you dearly. So, I'm hoping that your senior pictures turned out great. I really hope so. And yeah, what's been happening? What's been going on? Well, I know what's been going on, but I'm hoping things are a little bit more on the ups as opposed to on the downs. So, what else did I get for my birthday? I got two scrub tops, nursing scrub tops. Senior pictures went well, being edited now. Sweet. Can't believe you're a senior. I mean, that takes me back like 10 years ago from when I was a senior. Couldn't wait to get the hell out of high school. Just saying. I burped. Hope you heard that. Yeah. I don't know what else I can talk about. Because I literally had no plans on what to talk about. Life's been okay, just trying to make the best out of it. And that's all you can do. That's all you can do. Life is just gonna drag you down and kick your ever-loving ass. And I say that with love. Because, yeah. We can't really be in control of what life is gonna give us. You know? Life is life. But it's just kind of the way we handle it is how it's gonna work. But I'm glad you're doing okay, Carly. You had me worried. Really had me worried. A little bit. But you know, breaks are fine. Breaks are good. I mean, even I have to take them every once in a while because it's like I just get into this dark tunnel of like Am I doing too much? Am I doing too little? Am I not doing enough? Like, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, no, just gotta step away, take a breather, and then come back. That kind of thing. So, let me see. Was there anything new that happened? Other than voice play, obviously, and Jeff. So. Well, the hurt doesn't show, but the pain still grows. It's no stranger to you and me. There you go. A little bit of a rock star moment. Don't know when I'll be fully back. I'm thinking after my family gets back, which would be the first week-ish of July. Okay. I mean, that's going to be coming up soon. Just take time for yourself. And I hate to wait that long, but I feel like it's kind of needed. That's good because, you've been stressing out a lot. And it hasn't really been easy for you. It's a lot to take on for a 17-year-old. Trust me. I had to take on life when I was 19. So, completely understand that. Completely get it. And, it's a growing experience and all of that. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's perfectly fine. You gotta take time to figure out life, but, it's totally fine. Yeah, it has been fairly warm over here, too. Like, the last couple of weeks, it's been in the high, like in Celsius, it's been plus 30. But now it's cooled off immensely, and I felt it this morning because the minute that I woke up, my nose was all congested, and my mouth was all full of phlegm and snot, and it was gross. And I started to go into a coughing attack that almost killed me, so that was always fun. And what else? Oh yeah, Carly, since you're here, Amanda said that she'd be up to chatting tonight on Discord if you're feeling up to it. Because she's not here because she had to go to work. And Eileen's not here because she had to go to open up the fair thingy. So she's out there for fair. She's cleaning it up and whatnot. So they're having fun. And oh yeah, my dad got maybe one of the best Father's Day presents that I have ever seen in my life. It's hilarious. So his girlfriend got this shirt made for him. And it said, it's like, thanks for being our human servant. Love your human overlords. And it's got all 3 of our cats custom made. Like, it's got all of their it's got all the pictures of the cats on it. It's absolutely adorable and hilarious. I can try to join. Might not be on mic as much, but I'll try to join. I mean, that's fine. If you're sitting there and you're just going to be listening, that's great. That's fine. That's great. Oh yeah, it's adorable, and like each cat is like in a cartoon kind of thing. I'm gonna take a picture of it after I'm done here, and then I'm gonna post it because it's the greatest thing. And I keep on thinking, I'm like, like, God rest Clayton's soul, obviously, but that would have been perfect for Jeff if he had one of Clayton. So, because, and even like the facial expression on the cat's face is the funny thing, because it's just like they're just so like mellow tone. It's perfect. I laugh so hard. So, yeah. And Carly, I received your super cute birthday message from me. I appreciate that so much. That was super sweet. Probably just as super sweet as the cake that I had that day for 2 days. Oh man, it was super good. Yeah, what the heck else can I talk about? Talked about voice play. Talked about Jeff. Talked about Carly. Talked about my birthday. June's been a month. Can't really say good or bad about it for me personally, but it's getting to that point where it's just been like, I need a break. Halloween, that is coming. Like I said, when I get time off in July, that's one of the things that I'm going to be putting a lot of my focus into, is getting that started. So, and we're getting close to Halloween again. Like, we're a couple months away. About, okay, well, June, July, August, September, October. Like, we're like 5 months away almost. So there's that. Yeah, I'll be working on that because then I'll have time and nobody will be around. So, be able to record at my leisure. So that'll be good. I just hope that my voice is gonna work well enough for it. I mean, if not, I still have to like rough that out a fair bit because it's like I haven't done any trials of it, but I also don't have it set up to where it's like I know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna be winging it probably. Brother keeps giving me spoilers for Halloween Horror Nights, and I'm trying to tell him that I'm not going again, especially with the house and scare zones this year. Yeah, you were saying you weren't gonna be going for Halloween Horror Nights. My my dad's girlfriend's son is currently in Calgary right now doing a horror con, and his sister went as like a demented clown, and I'm like, hey, like that's cool and everything, but ugh, like gross. But yeah, run away. Yeah, no. If I find pictures, that'd be interesting. They probably would be on Facebook, I would say. Da-da. Yeah, you should see how freaking close I am to this wardrobe thing. I'm sitting straddled in my chair right now because this isn't a desk, and it's probably like the most uncomfortable position that I have ever had to be in my life. That's what she said. But anyway, Jesus, I keep on picking up my water bottle, and I have like a lid underneath it to catch some of the condensation because it's really bad. And it just keeps falling off, so then my mic is probably picking that up. So, but yes, I got new sheets for my birthday. I had been wanting new sheets because the other ones I had, they were very holy. They were going to church, so it's about time I threw those out. I have a desk. Do I use it? No. I wish I had one. Cause, well, I was even thinking of like putting one kind of in that space, but the only thing is that I would have to clear some of that up, and I don't really feel like doing that. So that's kind of one of those things. And then even like when I have time off, pardon me, like when I have time off, I'm even going to try to put up the acoustic panels that I got for Christmas this year or last year, and gonna try to figure that out because it's like the wall behind me over there. Well, not behind me, but like in front of me. I'm thinking of putting some of them up there because that's where most of the sound just kind of goes off. I mean, it's fairly quiet in here, and I kind of wish that the person who gave them to me did not get me like a 50 pack because I'm like, I didn't need that many. But, I'm still figuring it out. We'll see. Because who knows? Because I could also just put some up on that other wall too at the top. But the only thing is that I don't really feel like cutting them down that much. So, but that's another project that I'm putting for my holidays. See how that works. So, well, yeah. It's kind of what I've been up to. Want to watch The Hobbit. Want to get the acoustic panels up. Gonna order some stuff off of Amazon and get that up and going. Um, yeah. Yeah, I'd love acoustic panels. Hate singing in my bathroom all the time. Spiders. Well, I mean, bathrooms are great for acoustics, but a lot of people do say that acoustic paneling doesn't necessarily work for like drowning out sound. It just helps cut it cuts out the hold on one second. It just cuts out the echo of certain things. Cause like there's not a lot of echo in here anyway. Cause like I have all this stuff in here. Like it's like fill your room with stuff. If you have stuff, it'll work. It makes it a lot easier that way to deal with things. But also, yeah, I don't know, because it's like I have to find a use for them. If not, they're just gonna end up in the garbage, and I don't want to do that because that's like probably like maybe $75 worth of acoustic paneling that he probably spent. So I want to do something with them, and I also want to find out a way to put them on the wall without wrecking the paint or just wrecking the wall in general. But yeah, that is that. That's one of the things. I have them written down and I put them onto a Word document, and I'm trying to add more as I go along. Like there are some other things that I really need to heavily clean around this place because it's just a mess and it's been sitting there for like just forever. Um so yeah, I found a spider in my bathroom actually. Posted a picture of the thing on Instagram. It's just hanging out on the the trim, the baseboard. And I'm like, bro, get out of my bathroom. I know exactly where you came from. You came from the sewer. So that's what you do. Going through old pictures and getting them into one box. Kind of heartbreaking, but sweet at the same time. That is considered an emotional release, is what that is. Yeah. It's kind of like, and I even have to do that too. Like um uh after I went through my first breakup, I still have a box of freaking pictures that I have to go through, but I just haven't gotten along to doing it because I haven't found the time to do it and I haven't found the proper moment to do it. Like I still have a box of pictures that we took together when we were together, and I still have a file of them on the other computer that I have to go through and I have to delete because it's just like I don't need that anymore, you know? I don't need that. It's been about 2 years. So, it just hasn't been on my list of, like, things to do. It's just been like, whatever. Fuck it. Pardon my French, but, screw it. But yeah, that was always fun. Spider actually came from Carly's house with the 19,228 other ones I have. It's funny. It's actually really funny. Well, spiders are always fun. Oh man, it was super fun the other day. We had thunderstorm here. Slept like a baby. Slept like a freaking baby. And somebody just sent me a message. Ah, okay. That's funny. Somebody had commented on the photo of my cat, and then they said they were like, our game of hide and seek has just begun. It's true. It looks like he's playing hide and seek. It's quite cute. He's a cutie. I don't know what else to talk about, guys. Me in a thunderstorm. Eek. Yeah, I know. You don't like thunderstorms. I can sleep like a baby in thunderstorms. Depending. If the wind starts to pick up and then the rain starts to come in through my window, if it's open, then yes, of course I'll wake up. But yeah. Well, like the last couple of nights, I had been going to bed at 8 o'clock and I've been asleep by like before 8:30. I had just been so exhausted. But I do it to myself. Schedule's always been up to schedule's been up down everywhere. So, I didn't even stay up late last night. Well, like I stayed up until about maybe 10:30 last night. But I was in bed by 10. Like I was like, I just need to lie down and sleep. So, I did that. I'm going to bed around 1 or 2 a.m. My schedule hasn't been the greatest. Well, you've been stressing out. I think is like the big thing. Like stress has been keeping you awake because you've been thinking about things. And I totally get that. Totally get it. Yeah. And then with some of the uncertainty that's been going on too, that doesn't really help much. But I'm sure it'll figure itself out. I'm hoping it'll figure itself out. Because that would be terrible if it doesn't figure itself out. And what else is on the agenda for me today? Probably going to be editing another one of the episodes that'll be coming out pretty soon. Because I got that recorded back probably at the start of June or maybe even late May, I think. It's just all about me trying to find time to edit them, and also me trying to find the productive mojo to do it. So, yeah, by July, things should be good. Family should be back and moved into their house. Also, job stuff should pick up. Yeah, sometimes June, I find sometimes it can be a tough month because it's like everybody's got payroll stuff to do, and then they got to pay people, and then some are hires, and then there's students, and then there's part-time, casual, blah blah blah, and it's like, oh, it's just a mess. So I don't pity managers, but if you're a shitty manager, then I do pity you, because there's a fair bit of shitty managers out in the world treating people like crap, and it's awful. Like shitty managers and shitty people. Sucks. Yes. Yes, your ex-manager. Sucky. I I could never be a manager, and it was funny because Amanda told me, she was like, "Yeah, you're good. You should be good with manager." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? We would have no people hired." Because the minute that somebody would fuck up, I'd be like, "You're out of here. You're fired. Like, go." Like I wouldn't give them any excuse. I wouldn't give them any reason to be a sloppy worker. Like I would just be like, "You know what? If you're not doing your job, get the hell out." Like seriously. Like just get the hell out. Like I wouldn't even look at it because of like even if it was a cultural thing or whatever, I'd be like, "Go." You're not going to be part of this team. If you're not going to be a team player and not do your job the way that it's settled, go. Don't need you. So then I would have no staff because people would be like, well, she's a hard ass. Like, treating people like crap. Well, people treated me like people treated me like crap too. So get what you get. Or I would just probably be maybe one of the laziest managers and I wouldn't get anything done because I'd be like, no. But that's why I would never go into management. I wouldn't be able to handle it. Dealing with people, dealing with staffing, payroll, all of that stuff that people have to deal with, I wouldn't be able to do. I really wouldn't. So, there's that. Don't know why my voice is getting like this. Well, it's probably because I've been talking for so long. It's like I can't talk for longer than 20 minutes because then my voice just craps out on me. Maybe I have to do vocal warm-ups before I start doing this. Talking warm-up. if there is such a thing. Yeah, it was fun at the premiere because it was like, oh my god, Lane is such a doofus. He was just going for everybody who super chatted and like giving them like a treat. And it's like, dude, come on. It's like that's hilarious, but seriously. And I don't know how I feel about Little Mermaid. Obviously, I haven't seen the movie. I mean, Halle Berry does a great job as Ariel, from what I've been told. And I finally discovered Scuttlebutt for the first time. I sat down and I listened to it, and I'm like, what in the absolute hell is this? How do you call that music? Just how? And then I also, when Jay posted his throwback because he went with his wife and went and seen it, I was like, dude, they should have cast you as Sebastian. And he was like, my accent isn't authentic enough. And I'm like, I don't care. You still did great just by being yourself. Like, you did amazing. I think that they should have had like voice plays in the live action. Like, honestly, it's still my favorite. It's still one of my favorite medleys that they've done. It's just super good. So super good. They suffered a lot for our benefit. I'm sorry that I'm scratching this stinking pimple that's on my eyebrow. It's just driving me nuts now. Little Mermaid is my absolute favorite. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. It seems to be a mixed bag, really. But I haven't really paid attention to it enough to really give it a lot of credit. I mean, Melissa McCarthy, don't get me wrong. I like her. And I think she did okay. Gotta head out. Thanks for chatting. No problem. Thanks for coming by, Carly. We'll see you soon. Take care of yourself. Okay? Do it. But yeah, like Melissa McCarthy, she's a great comedic actress. And I think like they did probably pretty well for casting her as Ursula. I mean, I'm a very biased opinion right now because I haven't seen it all. I listened to Poor Unfortunate Souls, and I think she did okay, but I don't know. I think some people are trying too hard to outdo the classic, and it's like, don't do it because you're only tarnishing a legacy, and people don't need that. But other than that, I don't know where to sit on the new Hunchback of Notre Dame coming out. Like, I don't know how to sit on any of them because if I don't watch them, I can't necessarily say anything, and I haven't seen anything that's going to make me super happy about it. So, I don't know. I think franchises are just really starting to milk things because people can't think of an original idea, or because original ideas just aren't as accepted by the general population. So there's that. I feel like this was like a super boring live chat. But I had to do what I had to do. I had to schedule it and I had to get it done. So now it's done. Thanks for taking time to be here, Carly, because I think you're gone now, but thank you for being here. I'm gonna end it before I fall asleep. Okay. Goodbye, guys. See you next time.